Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back again. Thank you for watching on the Town with Tanya. I'm your host, and this week's guest, she is an international yoga teacher and a holistic therapist. She is taking the mental health world by storm with her new, well, not her new, but with the new Rapid Transformational Therapy. Please welcome Satveer Kaur. Hi.
Hi Tanya, how you doing?
Well, thank you so much for joining us at On the Town. We've been trying to get you here forever, so we finally got you. I'm happy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's great to be here.
You too. I appreciate it. So many things are going on right now in the world. Between COVID, lockdown, opening up, vaccines, and then you have all your own past emotional stress from work and abuse, past abuse, or whatever went on in your life. A major problem, right now that I would guess 75% or higher of the population has one of these three things: either PTSD, anxiety, depression. Um, so I guess we can add fear to that now with the pandemic. What are some of the causes that people have of these?
So, when I'm working with clients that suffer from anxiety, depression, or PTSD, a lot of the main causes are their childhood programming. So, when people go through negative experiences as a child, they're basically learning. Um, they're basically learning that how to act and react in anxious ways. So, for example, with anxiety, you'll find that a lot of kids grew up in anxious environments where their parents are either anxious, either one or both of them are anxious, and they've learned to act and respond in an anxious way. But not just that, when someone experiences either outside the home or inside the home some kind of negative experience, you'll find that that becomes a reality, that becomes a programming. If someone's being constantly bullied as a child, you find they grow up and they tend to avoid people or they can react in a certain way. So everything that we experience through childhood, basically from the age of 0 to 7, our brains are basically like a sponge, and we sponge everything that's going on in the environment, and that becomes who we are. So that tends to be not all of, but a lot of the root cause of our issues, whether it's PTSD, anxiety, and depression. That's what I tend to find when I'm working with clients. Yeah.
Well, I find it also interesting that a lot of these people, including myself, I mean, I did get therapy, but a lot of people, they don't end up getting therapy or the proper help. So this stuff spills into their jobs, their marriage, their family, and their personal life. What are some of your methods? How do you get to the root of the problem?
So what I do is when people come to me after they've been going to therapy for many years, I'll have people that'll say I've been attending a therapy for 15 years, 20 years,
Hmm.
and I'm just not getting anywhere, or I'm taking medications and it's numbing me, it's sort of masking my symptoms, but I'm still feeling how I do deep down. So what I do is I work with 95% of the mind. This behavior, these habits, these beliefs, these negative experiences are all stored at a subconscious level, which is 95% of the mind. So what I do is I work directly with the subconscious mind,
Hmm.
getting to the root cause of the issue.
Hmm.
Once I remove as much emotional baggage as I can at a subconscious level, and then reprogram the mind. So once I've done a session with someone, then I'll get them to, I actually create a tailor made recording for them.
Hmm.
So say, for example, someone with anxiety, they feel unsafe, they feel uneasy, they can't relax.
Hmm.
They just feel on edge all the time.
Hmm.
So that recording, once you remove the baggage, then the recording sort of compounds everything that comes out of the session, but makes them feel safe, makes them feel relaxed, makes them feel what people say is, I just want to feel normal again. So
Right.
it helps them just feel normal again, but it's actually changing the behavior because we're doing it at a deep subconscious level.
Well, that's amazing. I've heard great things about your program. I mean, nothing but great things, in fact. So I'm like, "Oh, these numbers
Thanks.
real? Does everybody that go in really come out really like well, way better than before?" I
Yeah.
believe it because I find it funny that I mean, why would people go to therapy for 30 years and they're still not getting results? That never made sense to me.
Yeah.
I switched therapists several times for that very reason. You know,
I
you
think
hit.
that's also one thing that puts people off because they've been going to therapy for such a long time. You know, they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on therapy that's not working. And I literally had one client that came to me after 17 years of therapy. She had body dysmorphia, and she says, "I hate my face; it's so hideous."
Mhm.
And she says to me, "I just want to go to a plastic surgeon and have my chin cut off." That's how repulsive she found her face.
Wow.
So she says, I've been going to therapy for 17 years. My therapist keeps telling me to be compassionate towards myself.
Mhm.
But if you've got a deep programming that doesn't allow you to be compassionate towards yourself,
Mhm.
then she's not going to feel that way. So when I worked with her, we basically got to the root cause, and she had been bullied through childhood continuously, being made fun of. And a lot of kids, specifically boys, told her that her face was hideous.
Mhm.
And so she believed that at a very young age, at 6, 7, 8, 9, you're continuously hearing that kind of stuff and you're taking it on. It becomes your belief system, becomes your reality.
Right.
3 sessions later, she has no body dysmorphia. Her panic attacks are gone, anxiety, PTSD have all gone. She's now dating, she's now going out and just enjoying life because we got to the root cause of it at a subconscious level.
That is great. It seems like this new way of healing. It appears to be less time, in fact, for your sessions, for breakthroughs. Do you think that's because your clients are seeking rather than being led to traditional therapy? Um,
I think that with clients, like when they call and they say, I've got this issue or that issue,
mhm.
I don't think everyone can be helped because not everybody wants to be helped.
Right.
So that's why it's important to do a screening and an evaluation with them and
Mm,
really determine if these people want to be helped.
mm,
Because when you want to change, you've got to really want that change. And when your mind believes you're ready to change, those people change dramatically. Okay. And yes, the therapy that I am doing is basically is speed of service. It's people don't want to do therapy for years and years and years. So with most cases, we're doing this over a 90-day program, which
mm,
people are doing a session once per month, and then basically I do an evaluation at the end of each month, and we're monitoring the symptoms and noticing the progress in the symptoms as well. But you'll
mm.
notice those people that are really making the progress are those that really want to change.
Working.
I mean, I worked with a woman who suffered from 29 years of PTSD, sexual abuse from her father at a very young age. I mean, her testimonials on my website as well.
Right.
And she suffered all the symptoms of panic, anxiety, hopelessness, and helplessness.
Mhm,
Now, that's how she felt as an adult, but she didn't really understand why she felt that way. And she
mhm.
had a relationship, but she couldn't be intimate with her partner, had very low libido and very high acid reflux. Now, when I worked with her and we did the work, we realized this is exactly how she felt as a child. When that father was around her, she felt panic, she felt hopeless, she felt the anxiety, oh my God, this is going to happen again.
Mm.
She felt the guilt, the shame. Those are very big issues
Very
in
big.
people that have been through trauma, the guilt and shame. And when a child is going through those kind of things, a child believes that it's my fault. Maybe it's something with me. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Maybe I'm not lovable. Maybe
Mm,
I'm not enough. They put on all those beliefs on themselves. And as adults, they wonder why I feel that way.
mm.
Now, once I did only one session with her, she had such determination to let go of this. And just after one session with her, her symptoms were gone. She literally said, and initially she only came to me because she was so scared of having a camera down her throat for the acid reflux. She goes, I'm absolutely mortified to have something like that done.
Right.
I says, okay. So she says, I really want to get to the root cause of this. I'm so determined. I'm 100% with you.
Right.
And after one session, her symptoms went. Acid reflux. If you watch her review, acid reflux went down, I think 90%. And she went off a medication, and her body's continuously improving. She now has a relationship with her partner, and her family is completely shocked because with PTSD,
Right.
a lot of people avoid other people. They avoid situations and events that could possibly trigger them. Now she's actually hanging out with her family, and her family like, who's this person?
Wow.
For so many years she's been avoidant of us, but now she's actually connecting with us. So it's a great thing. Yeah.
That's amazing, and especially the connecting with the family piece, because especially with trauma and particularly sexual trauma, which I've dealt with myself.
Yeah.
It's hard. The family gets divided because half want to judge you and
Yeah.
half want to say, sweep that under the rug. That happened yesterday. Let's go. Let's go to the next thing. And that
Yeah.
makes it even worse for your trauma.
I think
But
a lot of people also, a lot of clients feel that people don't understand what we're going through, you know. So even whether it's family or friends, a lot of them believe that what's the point? Because a lot of clients come in and say, my family tells me get it together, you know, why can't you just get it together? What's wrong with you? Why do you always act this way? But what people don't understand that a lot of these people have no.
yes. And Satveer, it froze for a second there. I wanted to ask you about uh, the rare onion. Can you hear me? Let's see, guys. We're having technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Stop. Give me 1 second, guys. We're having a little technical difficulty. So Via should be back with us. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Why don't we go to a video break while we wait for a Satveer? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Let's wait. We'll go to a video break real quick, guys, and hopefully we'll come right back with Satveer. Okay? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Hello, ma'am. May I help you?
Hi, can I please have 4 cream cheese bagels with cream cheese and lox on it, please?
Ma'am, do you realize that that's going to be pretty expensive?
Why, yes, I do. And I'd like some capers too while you're at it.
That's going to be really expensive, ma'am.
What do I look like to you? Chopped liver?
We also have chopped liver that's really, really expensive.
Do you barter? I'd gladly give you my, let's see what I got here. I'd gladly give up my Ferragamos tomorrow for 4 bagels, cream cheese, and lox and capers today.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We don't barter, but we do accept food stamps.
How about I stamp my initials on your forehead? Hi, you're watching On the Town. It's Tanya. I'll be right back. Let's see.
I'm pleased and honored to be here with the famous psychic, direct from Italy, Miss Tanya Vermicelli. Hello, Miss Tanya.
Ciao Tony, ciao. Come stai? Tu va bene?
Thank you. Miss Tanya, can I get my palms red?
For sure. Get some red paint and a brush, and then your palms are red, Tony.
Miss Tanya, do I have a future in comedy?
Let's see. Yes, you have a future in comedy, and it's bleak. I can see you at the nations of the top comedy clubs, Tony, standing at the back, eating out of the dumpster. Wait, espera un momento, per favore. Wait. I can see you in 1 year, Tony, doing stand-up in the shower. It's not a very pretty sight either. Oh, wait. Now I see you, Tony, in 5 years doing stand-up in the nursing home. And you're... Hi, we are back. Thank you very much. I played a video while you were gone, and they know we have technical difficulties with this Wi-Fi. You never know what's going to happen, so we can keep going if you'd like. We were on traditional therapy, and I was going to ask you about getting to the core, the onion as they call it, right? The core.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped me in my therapy, is getting to the root of the problem and not all this other stuff, fluffing around.
Yeah,
You
I
go
think,
into-
I think that's really important to get to, because our mind is like layers, literally like an onion, and I totally get the analogy of you've got to peel the outer cores to get right to that, and that's what when we're doing this kind of work, whether it's PTSD or complex PTSD, say for example, has way more layers, so you've got to go after the deep layers of it, peel them up, and people notice a change in their behavior, and then you go after the next level, the next layer, and the next layer. I mean, it's different with simple PTSD. So we call simple PTSD more of one event trauma. So with that, that tends to clear up quite quickly once you get to the root cause of it. I've seen great results with one event PTSD. People come in and say, I went through this, I experienced this traumatic event, and then one session later, it's gone. And the reason we do for that, because we can get right to it, move the memory exactly where it's meant to be, so the mind believes that it's safe, and then go on to what you're doing. But it's very important to do that work to really get to the root cause, to unpeel the layers, and then as you're doing that, you'll just find you start changing. As you're changing, we're creating neuroplasticity in the brain. You start to change, your behavior starts changing, your whole body chemistry reacts and responds to everything. People start healing. I've had people come in with hernias in the stomach, with cysts on their ovaries, with back pain, pain in the body, all sorts of ailments going on. And once you're going after the emotional root cause at a subconscious level, you'll find the body starts healing as well. And that's what we're working on. Same when we work with infertility. I've had women come in and say, I can't get pregnant, I've got cysts in my ovaries, I've got polyps growing inside of me, etc. Once we realize that the mind is primitive, its job is to protect you, and that's what the mind is doing. If it's blocking fertility in any kind of way, it's because it's protecting you. It believes that you're not ready to get pregnant, or it believes that pregnancy is going to cause you some kind of pain at a subconscious level. So a lot of people are not aware of these subconscious fears and beliefs. And once we release them at a subconscious level, I've seen in women, the cysts just disappear from the ovaries, they start menstruating, polyps disappeared. I worked with one woman who says, I've been trying to get pregnant for 4 years. And then she had polyps growing inside of her. Doctor says, we have no idea what's going on with you. You've done umpteen tests, can't find anything. One session on her removed her beliefs, which were, I'm scared of birth because I've seen a video as a child. I might not be a good mother because my mother wasn't a great mother when I was a child. I don't want to be anything like her, and I'm scared I might be. And the third belief was, my father left me at a very young age, so maybe this baby, if I have one, might love my partner more than it will love me. So what's the point of having a baby? So once I removed them, I literally said to her, I said, Katya, we need to do a follow-up after 4 weeks. And she said, no need. She sent me a picture of a pregnancy positive stick. And she goes, 4 weeks later, I'm now pregnant. The baby's 8 months old. Now she had a baby son.
I see. I believe that. And I believe the body holds on to trauma. And that's where we get all these other extra ailments that the doctor can't explain, because the body, even if we forget, or even some people subconsciously things happen they don't remember right away, your body never ever forgets.
Your body keeps a score of what you've experienced in your life. So you'll see that a lot of people with anxiety, they always, even when I'm teaching yoga, you'll see they complain of pain in the shoulders and the upper back. The muscles are always rigid. They also complain of aches and pains in the pelvic and the back area. And with anxiety, or people that have been through a lot of trauma, they tend to have a lot of gut issues as well, whether it's the microbiome going off, IBS, acid reflux, you name it, they've got some kind of gut issue that's going on. And then we say to people, whatever's going on in the mind, you are experiencing in your body, no matter what the ailment is, it's basically manifesting in the body. Even in yoga, when people come in, we say, what's going on in the mind is you're going to feel in the body, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain. And you have to understand that a lot of people do not express themselves as well. A lot of us were not taught as children to express our emotions, to speak and a lot of us can't. It's not safe for us to express our emotions as well.
Right.
So we learn to hide our emotions, to push them in, to push them down. And if the body cannot find a way to express itself, it will find an organ to weep in. And that's exactly what happens to a lot of people. You'll find whatever's going on with the body, it's basically it's gonna find a way to express itself through the body, through the muscular system, through the organs, the glands, etc. So
what are some other things that this method can help with?
It can help with many. I've used it to treat anxiety, depression, PTSD, insomnia. Addictions is a very big thing as well. I've had many
Yes,
addicts
addiction.
come in. Yeah, addictions is a very big thing, whether it's
Very big.
to drugs. I mean, we can literally be addicted to anything. And
Food, sex.
because, yeah, food, sex, games, you'll find people drown themselves in games all day on the computer, shopping. There's we could be addicted to everything, but what in the therapy, what we've got to find out is what is the root cause? What are the emotions that you're trying to fill in? What's that void that you're trying to fill through the addiction as well?
Yes.
And it can be done for infertility, secondary infertility, trauma, any sort of trauma that people experience, self-esteem, confidence.
Right.
I do a lot of work with teens as well. So we work
Oh,
with teens.
nice.
Yeah, teens that self-harm, have anxiety, have issues making friends, confidence, low self-esteem, confidence issues, exam fears. That's a big one with teens as well.
Yes. And now COVID fears.
And COVID fears, because COVID's creating a lot of anxiety. The
Yes.
uncertainty always makes people anxious, on edge all the time.
You
So
helped me, by the way. I just want to tell you.
what's that?
I don't know if you remember this, and I know you're very modest, but when I reached out to you, I was really at a, I don't know where that place was, because I never get in dark places. I don't really do depression. Those words are not even in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
But something about this whole lockdown thing was just crazy for me. And
Yeah.
when I reached out to you and you said, come into class, and I heard your voice. Well, first of all, your voice should be sold as a gold bar, first of all. I mean, that's just, your voice is magic. Just hearing your voice, be like, yeah, everything's fine. Life is great, but you really helped me because I was having some weird I'm 56. I never get anxiety like that. Like all the things I had, they were like childhood and whatever. I got through them.
Right.
But I always talk people out of things and off the ledge. Here I was saying, oh my gosh. And I was really going through it. So thank you. And I want to tell viewers, I don't know about you, but if it wasn't for you, like, I don't know how, but you put me in a whole nother state of mind. Even if I start going off track, I just think about you and say, what would Satveer say? I would say, Tanya, you're just fine. Tanya, you're just fine. With that beautiful voice, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I can do this,
When yoga, you're altering the state of consciousness, and that's all it is. It's bringing you out of that kind of anxious and uncertainty state of consciousness to a more calmer. And then once you're in that state and you realize, I'm okay, I'm safe, and you know what? Worse things could be happening to me right now, but they're not. I'm okay. Once you get put into that state again,
yes,
and you realize I'm not in that emotional state anymore. These are just my thoughts and my ideas and that part of the mind that's creating so much anxiety, because that's what happens when we start what ifing. Then that's what happens. We start getting really scared and anxious, and then you start feeling the body, and then the mind starts racing 100 miles per hour. But once you come out of that state, and yoga allows you to get into that state where you just feel that sense of balance, you feel like yourself again. Once you're there and you feel that balance and you realize, oh, I'm okay, I'm alive, I'm safe.
right.
I'll take one day at a time. And that's where we got you again. And that's where you are.
That's it. That's where I'm at. And I can tell you, viewers, if you really, and it's not even, Satveer doesn't even know I'm doing it to my own testimonial. But I can tell you, I've never seen anybody like literally calm the waters like this, the young lady, I'll call you, because I'm older than you. Respect your elders. But I can tell you, I cannot, I can't explain it, but I know about therapy, I know about all the traditional methods, whatever. But when the advice you gave me, and just being in on your stretch classes alone, the classes, not stretch, what did you call it? Those were Shanta yoga. What kind of
Hatha yoga?
Yes, just that alone was something else. But then to hear your voice and the advice you gave me really calmed my soul. How about that? It calms my soul. I play your if you guys go to YouTube and type in Satveer Kaur, that's Kaur, because there's a lot of the other name that sound. I was like, wait a minute, there's like 500. Which one is it? Oh my God. But I was like, I had the wrong spelling. So that's it. If you go in and type in Satveer's name, you will find this 10-minute meditation to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Or to relieve anxiety. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I've given that to like 20 friends.
Yeah, I actually share that with a lot of psychologists as well. And I'm in process of making a few more. So hopefully we'll get some more out there for you guys, because
Yes.
it's all needed in this time.
It is totally needed, and I thank you so much for taking the time to come. Any last way people can reach you? I have the site up there, but anything else you want someone to know?
I think that people just shouldn't feel scared to reach out, that there is hope, even though we are so brainwashed in saying that there are only these kind of paths that we understand. There are many holistic paths as well that allow people to heal and get their lives back every day. So there is hope, guys, and you know what, you can reach out to me and just chat, and we can talk and see if we can help you at emotionalfreedomanywhere.com.
Absolutely. You guys have the website on there. And also, you can reach out to me if you can't remember what it is. I'll be more than happy to lead you to Satveer's site. And thank you, guys. Satveer, hang out for a minute while I end. I thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back next week. Don't forget to check us out Thursdays and Sundays. And I'm with 5BC on Saturdays at 5 and 8 p.m. Thursday and Sunday. Bye.